Hello, Leo, and welcome to your Leo horoscope for the time of Sun in Scorpio. This is October 23rd through November 22nd, and this is by Gaia Blooming with Mimi and Mike. And this is the time of year where we bring forth transformation, and you are going to be transforming your fourth house this month, Leo. I first want to mention a few little shifty planet things that are happening in case you want to write these down. We have Venus, the moon, and the sun all moving into Scorpio on October 23rd. This is also heralding a solar eclipse in Scorpio on October 23rd. So that's definitely going to be an intense entrance into Scorpio. We have Mercury going direct in Libra on October 25th, so it's going to be out of the shadow period, or not out of the shadow period, out of the retrograde period, but we're still going to be in the shadow period for a little bit. We have Mars moving into Capricorn on October 26th. We have a full moon in Taurus on November 6th. Mercury moving into Scorpio on November 8th. We're still going to be in the shadow period at that point, but almost out of it, so yay. Woo. Neptune moving direct in Sagittarius on November 15th, and Venus moving into Sagittarius on November 16th. So those are the planetary shifts, and if you want more details on them, check out the daily horoscope. But now this month, Sun in Scorpio, and for you, Leo, this is a time of bringing the transformational power into your fourth house. The fourth house is a time of moving more inward. It's a time of, really wanting to, comfort yourself, find yourself at home, find your security, be safe to voice your feelings. And, this is going to be a pretty intense time. One of the themes of Scorpio is uncovering truth. And I think when you're really allowing yourself to feel, that is really uncovering your truth. Our feelings really show us what's really going on down in there, down in your psyche, down in the depths of your soul. There's also the themes this month with Sun and Scorpio of sex, death, rebirth, phoenixing yourself, getting into your power, getting into your desires, and knowing where to set the boundaries. And I think, boundaries are a really important thing for the fourth house. Boundaries, boundaries can go either way. They can protect your feelings in a positive way. They can protect your feelings in a not so, positive way. You're protecting yourself and hiding your truth from hiding the truth from yourself, or you're protecting yourself and not letting anybody else in, and staying in this little bubble that maybe feels secure and is, holding you back. So this is the time to work with those boundaries, see where you can transform them, where you can shift them. I think this is also a great time to look at your feelings when it comes to the cycles of life, birth and death and rebirth. And I think it's so interesting that this time of year we see the trees losing their leaves, apparently dying, becoming naked to the world, showing their Under Armour, what's going on underneath all those leaves. We also have, on the southern hemisphere, we have the leaves fully coming back, vibrant, flowers coming to life. So we see in this world, in nature, the cycle of death and rebirth. So what are your feelings when it comes to that? Is that something that you hide from and shy away from, or is it something that you recognize? We have the cycles of death and rebirth in everything, in our relationships, in ourselves, in our cycles of even activity. There is a cycle of, rebirth. When we go to sleep, we're born again anew every morning. So, get to know your emotions around that and see, do you feel secure in this cycle of death and rebirth that we have on this planet, or is it something that makes you uncomfortable? I think that anything that makes us uncomfortable holds us back, holds us in that place, okay, I feel secure here, I'm going to just hold on here, instead of us letting us move forward into our power and into our desire. I think as part of nature that there is a desire as part of us to be in this cycle of rebirth. So this is your time of really going in. This is the inward part for you, so that you can come out next month, fifth house style, and be like, here I am. Or no, yeah, fifth house style next month. Yeah, so go within. Be willing to go within. Let yourself go through your own personal fall, letting the dead fall off of you. I want to mention that I think it'd be really powerful this month to work with the yoga pose, corpse pose, savasana, and that's just lying flat on the floor, grounding in, and allowing yourself to feel secure there, allowing yourself to go within and see what you're feeling throughout your body. It's a really powerful exercise, and just imagine that as part of your transformation process, part of this rebirth process. Corpse pose, and then coming again to life, you know, a few minutes later. Mike?
Yeah, so this next month, Leo, in your fourth house, you're really going to be getting to the, the depth of your being. As the fourth house represents, family, it also represents origin or your roots, where you come from. And I believe the energies with Scorpio actually mix with this quite well with you, because Scorpio is so intense, it's so deep, and yet the fourth house is all about, getting to this core, to your root as it is. So there's a lot of healing to be done this month, a lot of transformation as Scorpio really promotes and whatnot. So this month is, more looking at this in almost an emotional, sort of spiritual way, looking at, your origins and where you come from that point, and really getting deep on that. As I said, or as Mimi said, that yoga pose, savasana, will help an immense amount this month in regards to that, because as you really just let go in that pose, you can really connect yourself with the higher and the lower, as well as really solidify your roots. And I really feel as if you're to do that and to focus on that, you can really make some big shifts, because there's so much to be gained in a period of just stillness or nothingness. Like a lot can be released in that time. So it's very good to integrate that. Also, this month, it's also very important to be focusing on family, and with how intimate and close and deep Scorpio is, I think now is the time to really build with these relationships, really get deep with people, really get deep with your loved ones and stuff, so you can really enrich those relationships, which is going to enrich you, because this is where you come from. This is more of just solidifying your foundation. So the closer you can get with, especially, figures like your mother, that would be very, very helpful this month, and it'll help you understand yourself more. It'll help you really solidify your core, and that's the whole purpose to your month, is just solidifying your core and healing that right at the root of you. So the mantra for this month is, my roots are healed and restored when I venture into the depth of my being.
Love that. All right, so venture into those depths. Be secure in yourself. Allow your process of rebirth. And have a beautiful fourth house, Leo. Namaste.
Namaste.